Why parenting is important? Well, without parenting, how will our child grow? That's true. That's fundamentally true. Now my next question to you is, what do we as a parent understand by the growth of our child? The growth of our child means we take care of their food so that they grow healthy. We take care of their education so that academically they grow good. Till the college level, till the university level, graduation, post-graduation, so that once they come out of their study, they can get a good job, earn money and establish their life. Now, my question to all the parents is how much we think about their mental growth.
Are we really preparing our children to create their own life? What are the most important factors or attributes which has to be developed in the childhood to create their own life in future? Let me tell you a story of two village boys. There were two village boys. One of them were very strong, fat and stout. Say, his name was Tatu. The other one was very lean, slender and slim. So people generally used to tell him that he is very weak, and they used to tell him that he is incapable of doing lot many things. See, this slender boy, his name was Chotu. So Tattu and Chotu, both of them were very close friends. They used to eat together, they used to play together, they used to sleep together sometimes. So most of the time they used to spend together in a day. One day, while playing with a big ball, they just went away from the village by mistake. So they were excited and they were playing with the ball. All of a sudden, Tattu fell inside a well. Chotu ran close to the well and looked into it. It was full of water. Tattu never knew to swim, so he was screaming from the well, "Help! Help!" Chotu looked around. He started finding someone, if he can find someone, but as much as he can see, there was not a single person to help them. Chotu was clueless how to rescue his friend. Suddenly, he saw there is a heavy bucket left just beside the well, which is tied with a strong rope. He didn't waste a single moment. He just picked up the bucket and threw it inside the well and asked his friend, catch it. And Chotu didn't think anything. He started pulling the bucket with all his strength. After a few minutes, Chotu was able to pick his friend out of the well. Both the friends hugged each other. They cried. They jumped in the air. They told the whole story to the parents once they asked why they were so late or why Tattu is so wet and dirty. But to their utter surprise, nobody, including their parents, trusted them. That is the twist of the story. Nobody in the village trusted that they are telling the truth. Rather, Tattu and Chotu were scolded because everyone thought they are telling lies. Tattu and Chotu were very upset. They went to an old person in the village. The old person, he used to be known as a very wise person in the village, and everyone used to call him Chacha. Tattu and Chotu told Chacha the whole story. Chacha laughed. Chacha hugged both of them and said, I know my boys, you are telling the truth. Don't worry. I will go to your parents. I will tell all the villagers that you are telling the truth. Chacha came back to the village with those two boys and told everyone why you are not leaving these two boys. They are telling the truth. All of the villagers were really surprised. They were confused also. Why this wise person is trusting these two boys? They say, Chacha, why are you trusting these two boys? Is it believable that this weak and slender boy picked the strong one from the well? They are definitely telling lies. Chacha smiled wisely and he kept his hand on Chotu's head and told everyone, what is the big deal in that? They are telling the truth. This can happen because this weak Chotu forgot about his old belief that was suggested by everyone, including his parents, for so many days that he is weak. But for that particular moment, he forgot everything. All those beliefs went out of his head as he was so engrossed to save his friend. So this can happen. This story is not mine. The famous motivational speaker Sandeep Maheshwari narrated this story in one of his shows. What I want to point out is we all develop certain beliefs about ourselves from the very beginning, from our childhood. Some of those beliefs are disempowering. But how do we develop such beliefs? Let's think back. When we are very young, say our age is between 4 to 8 years, when we take a lot of initiatives, we want to do a lot of things without knowing more about that. Definitely, in number of cases, we fail. And once we fail, certain doubts come in our mind. For an example, say a child is trying to solve a math problem and not able to solve that, or not together, or taking time to understand the problem. So the child is just thinking that I'm not able to understand the problem. But this is a simple doubt. Once the influencer, like we, the parents or the teachers, tell the child, why are you not understanding this simple problem? Or why are you taking such a long time to understand this problem? Or when we say that, look at others, they all have solved the problem and you are so slow. We say, you are not good at math, you are so poor, you are not intelligent. Or when a child is trying to do something physically and we say that, you are not good at sports, you are weak, you won't be able to do that. The child's doubt, the simple doubt that he or she was carrying, turns into a belief. That doubt gets confirmed by our random statement. Definitely, we don't do it deliberately, but our random statement sabotage for the first time the child's confidence, and later on, once the child fail in that particular occurrence, once again that particular belief become stronger. Not only that, being a parent or being a teacher, when we compare, see, Rihanna is writing such a nice English paragraph. She's in the same grade. Why can't you write it? You also try to write like her. We do it to push our children, but the child's brain understands I am less than her. And if the child is already having the belief, that belief gets concealed and it is very difficult to overcome that belief later.
We parents play a major role for building the confidence in our child. Let me give you a little bit of science here, and I'm sure it will be very clear. As per neuropsychology, our confidence and social positioning develop over the age of 2 to 12 years. Because the part of the brain that is responsible to develop confidence and social positioning starts growing around the age of 2 years, and by the age of 12 years it grows up fully. And that's why it is really difficult to develop confidence or social positioning after 12 years of age. Well, I'm not saying it is impossible, but it takes a lot to rewire our brain to develop confidence or change social positioning. I trust you now understand why parenting is so important. If you understand the world of parenting, it's not too difficult to add on a little bit of awareness on parenting, and you grow your child confident.